Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. This is John with Tommy's Top Picks here to bring you your weekly Flesh and Blood market update. It is a chilly one out there. Man, oh man, market is cooling off in general. Before we dive in, though, I do want to give a thanks and a shout out to all those patrons and viewers who stopped by the store. We put out a video a little while ago talking about that. And I ended up buying a collection, as I hope you guys saw, and I put almost all of it up, so we have like 400 or 300 fab cards up on the store, so please check it out if you want to buy cards from us. Happy to have that happen. Gotta say, I was wrong. Fab sells very quickly when it's a buying season, I guess. Based on the orders, it looks like it's skirmish. A lot of two ofs, and it looks like there's some heat and interest around a couple of classes. Mostly, I would say Ranger being the hottest. But let's jump into the charts, and then we'll go on from there. All right, so first up, Crew Unlimited box jumped 12.66% to $89 a box. We've seen it in this range, last month or so. So nothing too crazy there, but we'll keep an eye on how this fluctuates. This is a spike after a dip, so probably just reversion to the mean. We'll look at the chart though. Unlimited cases are all down. No idea why this is happening, but it is. Let's start with ARC, down 5.36% to 477. Crew is down 12.44% to 345. That is a very low price. I'm pretty sure I double checked on all these for their shipping and all that stuff being added to it. But do correct me in the comments if I'm wrong about that. Mon down 7.6 to 243. That's probably post D2D hype, kind of cooling off there. Ellie or Tales of Aria down 6.99% to 213 from 229. So all of the unlimited cases have dropped pretty substantially, 5% or more, with Crew being the lowest drop this time around. Moving on to first edition boxes, Mon is down to $99 a box. I did see and double check that with shipping and everything is $99 a box. 22.66% down. Not too surprising considering we've been fluctuating, but this is a breakdown from that channel. So we'll look at the chart. This could be a new down phase, just post the D2D hype and all that stuff. People got the boxes they need, the cards they need, etc. Tales of Aria down 6.76%, down to $69 from $74. Why that happens, we don't know. Tales of Aria is always weird. Always. And then Tales of Aria cases are down 10.2% to 273 from 304. So that is it on the cases. We'll take a look at the charts in a second. I wanted to point out a few things. First and foremost, I understand that Wizards are terrible in this meta, even though 2 Battle Hardens were just won by Icelander. So I find it a little confusing. I don't know. Whatever. The Storm Striders are down to 109. I haven't seen them this low in a long time, and if you look, they sold at 105. So, but you can see historically that they're in the 120 range. There's a couple here that sold at 100, it looks like. So, point being is that we are seeing downward pressure on the Storm Striders, and so just expect that will be a factor. I guess, isn't Kano good in skirmish though? It's strange. If you know why, let me know in the comments. I guess all the Kanos already have all their boots, and no new Icelander players. I don't know. I wanted to run through the Marvels real quick, just a few of them. There are a lot of them now, by the way, and just see where they are right now. Obviously, Levia is down to 600. This is probably the biggest surprise. We were thinking it would be similar to the Angel, Soraya, or maybe even the Emperor. But it doesn't seem to be as rare as those, and maybe that's a good thing, right? It doesn't need to have a $1,000 card in every set. The Angels that are part of the Figment component for Prism, I think are all declining and will probably continue to decline until someone cracks the code on that. The lead designer did say he thought it would be crazy if someone managed to figure out how to run that deck within the first week or two. I imagine it will be good eventually. Someone will crack the code and figure out how to play it very effectively. I am not that person, and I know a lot of people have tried and don't feel it's very good right now. So maybe it's into the meta. Maybe there's some play patterns that need to be discovered. We're not really sure what the situation is here. But the Angels are beautiful, so I will take advantage of that and pick them up as they get cheaper. Moving on, Soul Harvester stayed pretty flat. I think it came down $10 or $20 as you'd expect. Yeah, and here's your old Invoke Soraya from the previous set. It's at $4.89. I'm not going to go through all the dragons, but they are all at pretty low prices with the exception of the super hot ones that have been getting some pretty good notoriety through their successes at the various competitive battle hardens. I know there's been a Dromite deck, I think it was at Cincinnati or Chicago, one of the two. It was in the top two, faced off against Iyslander and lost, but that deck is really good. It's really optimized, and Tommy has played it a few times against me as Iyslander, and it's a fun matchup. Like it's definitely good, and Dromite is favored. Shout out to the pilot. Was her name Rhea, I think, and she's incredibly good at piloting Iyslander. Clearly won 2 battle hardens in a row. All right, back to the charts. What do we got here? Oops, I'm all the way at LE. Let's start with WTR. There we go. I was about to say it got cut off. Yeah, just kind of floating down, sinking, hanging out. We do have a slight divergence here, so we do have a $2 ARB opportunity, but nothing too crazy there. That one wasn't even one of the dips. ARC was one of the dips. That is pretty disturbing coming off of this trend line, coming off of the previous drop. The floor could be anywhere. We do have an ARB opportunity box to case, and it looks like, $7, $8, something like that. Probably not worth it to crack cases and do that, but something to keep an eye on in case it does become profitable. Case crew cases are down as well, and ARB opportunities $3, but nothing too crazy there. It's interesting that this led the dip. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Boxes and then cases follow because the boxes stop. This will be interesting to watch how this actually converges or diverges as it goes forward. Monarch, we see it dropping off of a cliff. We kind of expected this after D2D release, assuming there's nothing super fire in there. I know people are still hunting for carrion husks and things like that, but easier to buy singles typically. So our premium is dropping significantly, back in alignment with the box price there. So, and Tales of Aria, wow, that's a crazy looking lightning bolt, just crashing hard over the last few weeks, and we do have a $3 ARB opportunity. It's interesting that ARB opportunities pop up during the crashes when people are less likely to actually do the ARB. To be fair, they're not really worth doing. They're only a couple bucks, so unless it splits by like $30 or $40, it's probably not gonna get you a lot of money when you consider shipping, taxes, all that other stuff. So crew, still sliding down. We are holding above that previous level. We said if it drops below that, we keep an eye on it because that could be a sign of a new depth of market. It is interesting to see how it rose back up to kind of not its previous all-time highs, because I know it got real crazy during the hype bubble, although I'm not sure exactly what price it got to. I think like 5K or something, right? But it is interesting to see that we had another bubble, and it's now calming down, and it was a 3-month bubble or so. So now we're back here. Let's see if we end up down here. We will find out. Not 100% sure. And the premium's still intact there. Mon. Yeah, that's crazy. Premium's even higher intact. It drops like a rock, though, but kind of expected that. This is a little lower than I would have wanted. I would have wanted to see it hold at 104. Now, remember, usually when we get these hard drops like this, there'll be a bounce back, so we'll see what the rubber band does. But without any pressure to keep it up from D2D being like requiring a lot of the cards from Mon, it's hard to say what will give the pressure to rise back up, other than just eventually stock will run out, but that will probably be a while. Tales of Aria, up and over, hump and back. Yep, the giraffe is eating the grass. Dinosaur, whatever we were calling it. No crazy divergence there. Everfest, pretty solid and flat. It's kind of funny that Everfest of all the products is the one holding up. I guess because they didn't release Unlimited, that's allowing it to stay pretty stable. I'm just making that up. That doesn't actually make a whole lot of sense. Uprising. Let's see. Post. I guess I'm wondering if this is a map drop and that's what happened here. But this is a lot of madness going on in here, and then just hanging out low and hanging out down here. $7 Hour of Opportunity. Dynasty. Sliding down, hanging out at 3, and ooh, that one's actually pretty good. $7 Hour of Opportunity there as well. $77 a box. That's crazy. Outsiders is slipping off the 300 train. This probably has more down to go, just because, I mean, it is a draftable box, and maybe that'll hold the pressure up because it's going to be the draftable box for a bit. Yeah, that might keep it up a little bit, but we'll see. Let's see, no, that's $12 Hour of Opportunity on Outsiders. I don't think that will last long. People will probably take advantage of that. And then, of course, Dusk Till Dawn is just doing the post-release drop. All right, that is it for this week. I hope you guys enjoy the content. I hope you're out there cracking packs, enjoying games and this hobby that we love. If you have a collection you'd like to sell, I'd be happy to take a look at it. Send pictures to tommy'stop.picks@gmail.com, and I will take a look, and we can come to an arrangement. Anyways, until next time, have a good one.